Hello everybody, welcome to Mr. B Clothing here this week as we get ready to talk Iowa State and Oklahoma here at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in gorgeous Clive, Iowa. I'm joined as always by the one and only Tim Sitzmann, who...
What a beautiful day, Chris.
It's a great day out.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It's been a nice week.
Beautiful fall day. We're full of fall clothes. We got outerwear, we got scarves, we got gloves. We got
this, there's the plaid behind us. I'm a big fan of the plaid shirt back there.
Yeah, and we got beautiful cashmere sport coats for holiday gifts. The women's department's full. We got a shoe department full of inventory. You know, it's really relatively right time to shop at Mr. B.
It's a great time.
For all your fall apparel, and it's a beautiful day to get out. There's no snow on the ground, easy to get around. Maybe start your early holiday shopping.
I would encourage doing that on Friday.
Yeah.
You know, Friday afternoon, take a Friday afternoon, get some shopping done.
And, when you shop early for holiday, you got the gifts already wrapped. You don't have to fight the hustle and bustle, and you get a little bit more service. We aren't so hustle and bustle.
I don't like the holiday crowds. Not a big fan of them right here. I try and avoid the malls. I like to hang out at a place like Mr. B. You don't have to worry about it. You get the nice big parking lot. You don't have to worry about a door ding or anything like that.
Our whole philosophy is the easiest place to shop for a holiday gift is our place because we got a parking lot right outside the door. We wrap your gifts. We haul them to the car for you. We make it a kind of a small town feeling in a big town. We want them to come in and enjoy their experience, and we're full of inventory. So come on in, you fanatics. We'd love to have you.
They are locked and loaded here, as are the Cyclones, Tim. They got a big win last weekend.
Well, we both called that one, and what a great win it was.
So you saw that offense finally come to life. It was good to see Steele Jantz go out there and zip the football around like we know that he can.
There was a lot of confidence in that offense, and I thought that they played probably one of the best offensive games of the year. Now I want to put a little asterisk. I don't think that they were against the best defense in the Big 12, and so it was kind of like shooting darts, but it was good. It was good.
Yeah, and that's to me the key. You know, Jake not being out is gathering a lot of headlines, and rightfully so. But I think really the key to this game is I think you need an A game from Steele Jantz. I don't think Iowa State can win with a B or B- game from Steele Jantz. I think they need an A game. And can he parlay that and do that 2 weeks in a row against a much better defense? I think that's the key to victory for the Cyclones.
You know, I think a couple weeks ago I stated that, Coach Rhodes had a tough decision where he wanted to go with quarterbacks. We were talking 3 different quarterbacks here a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago. And I came out and said, Steele Jantz is the guy. I mean,
you did. You're a big Steele Jantz guy.
And I still think he's the guy all the way through to the end to what bowl game we're going to go to, because that doesn't mean we don't get Barnett in there and take a couple of series in there to change up things. But I think he's good enough, and I think he's going to get consistent as we go forward. I think he's still good enough in my earlier prediction that we're able to beat the Sooners this weekend.
Yeah, and that's where I was going next, Tim. I mean, you said this back in, it was June or July.
Right.
Do you like Iowa State against Oklahoma? So you're staying with that prediction after what you've seen?
You know what, and I'm going to go a step further. I think I was at 7-5 at my ending
you did?
Standings.
Yep.
But if they win this Oklahoma game, I can see an 8-4 season in our making.
Well, because you didn't have, I believe you didn't pick the TCU win.
Right.
And that one kind of came as a surprise to you. So you're right. They would be one ahead.
Yeah, and I think as we look down the schedule, we're capable of winning any of them, and we're capable of losing them all. So it's just kind of their. I think I'll stick with my Oklahoma, and I think we can get one other game, be 8-4.
Yeah, I think Kansas, I think Texas is very realistic now. They're not playing very good football, and I think, heck, I've been down on West Virginia since the summer.
Right.
Iowa State can beat West Virginia on Black Friday.
As I said, they can win out, or they could lose a couple of these games, but I still think they'll be 7-5 certainly. But there's an 8-4 possibility.
It's exciting, but you got to have that quarterback play. Consistent
play
at quarterback is a must.
If we get that offense like we saw last week, there's a great possibility of winning out and having a really terrific bowl opportunity to play an upper end competition. But if that offensive team stutters at all, who knows?
Yep, who knows? Well, okay, Tim's sticking with his pick, which we like to see.
Right.
11 o'clock is the kick. You can listen to our pregame show. That will be at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have to get bright and early. Going to be doing the 5-hour energy on Saturday.
Did you give away a little candy last night?
I did. I gave away a lot of candy.
Did you? No, our neighborhood is kind of turned over. They're a little older, but we had about, I suppose, a couple of dozen kids. And
Tim,
it was fun.
I'm not kidding you. Within 20 minutes of 6 o'clock, which is when it started, we had over 50.
Wow.
There are more kids in our neighborhood than there are leaves on the ground. I'm not kidding.
That's
you.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, to segue into that, this would really be a sweet season for those Cyclones.
It would be.
As we get 8-4, possibly maybe even a 9-3. Wouldn't that be unbelievable?
That'd be unbelievable.
And
That'd be
terrific job.
remember.
Terrific job. I know we're senior loaded, but it looks like we got a lot coming through and a lot of good talent coming, and it'll be a nice run here for Paul Rhodes and company.
Finally see at those recruiting classes. What's really in some of those Paul Rhodes recruiting classes?
It's
going to be more his roster coming up. And most of it is right now, but really this is what he's done in the bulk of his prime at Iowa State. Years 2, 3, and 4. What he's done on the recruiting trail. That's what you really start to see next year.
And he's obviously nationwide has been established himself as a player kind of, a coach's kind of guy. I mean, the players want to play for him. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I understand.
And they love his enthusiasm, and they want to win for the coach. And I think he's got really great momentum into the next few years of recruiting. And let's hope for great things.
All right, stop on in here, Mr. B. Come on in, preferably before the game, and get yourself a nice Cardinal sweater. It'll be a little bit chilly on Saturday morning when the Cyclones take on the Sooners. It's at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in Clive. Tell Tim that we sent you, and go Cyclones, everybody.
Look forward to seeing you.
All righty.